Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. I'm not sure how much reconsidering we want to do, but I do know that I want to go in here. I want to go into landscaping like this, and first up we're going to go over this side, and we're just going to paint around this corner a little bit. So I'm just going to bring that down like that, and oops, I definitely didn't mean to do that. There's no undo function either, which is a bit of a jolly nuisance. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to level it like that. I actually want to make this quite a bit stronger. So we push that brush strength all the way up. And then we will do that and bring that back down again like that. Now, I'm looking there, it doesn't look like I've got any lumps on that, which is good. So then if I zoom out a bit, and I can then just alter that a little tiny bit. Usually if you use the leveling function, it gets rid of grass and also plowed ground, but you got to bring in quite a bit to get rid of it. So all I want to do is just kind of bring out the corner a little bit like that, but it's not getting rid of the corner completely. There's one little tiny bit there that I just want to get rid of. Is that bit right there, look. Maybe if I bring... There we go. Right. Bring that one in a little bit tighter and do it. That worked. And down over this side, this is actually alright. We're just going to leave that as it is. It's this bit right here. This bit here. I don't want to go too close to that, so I'm actually thinking I'm not going to bring a line up through there with the plow. I'm not going to go any further with that. What I am going to do is I'm going to switch the shape to a square. We're going to make that a little bit bigger like that, and then I'm going to change this over there so that we've got the different ground textures, and then I'm going to go through to grass, just normal grass like that. And I'm going to use that to paint in a pattern. Now I can paint a pattern back here like this. I want to bring that right out onto the edge there. Or I can bring it over by one. And I actually think it'd be better if I do bring it over by one, just so that we've got a little bit of space on there. So it does mean that we've got a bit of a corner on here, which wasn't part of the original plan, but I'm okay with that. We'll have a little bit of grass there on that corner like that. We'll change the shape again, and now we want to just rotate round like this. And I want to very, very carefully bring that. Actually, I'm going to make that smaller like this. And then I'm going to very carefully just bring that to the edge there like that. I've actually gone in a little bit further than I originally intended, just there on that corner, but that's fine. Rather have it go in a bit on the corner, and we keep that sort of square there. I know normally I would sort of just round that off a little bit. It does look a little bit odd like that maybe, but I'm okay with it like that. One thing I might do though, now that I think about it, is go... We've got all the different types of weeds and everything there. We don't have just a plain grass texture, but we do have a mud texture. We could do that. We've got stone, we've got dirt texture here. So what I could do is actually just put in a little tiny... Okay, see, I've gone in too far on there. I'm going to put a little bit of a dirt texture in there, like on that corner there, but I need to go over that with the plow now and sort of straighten that out a little bit, because that's sort of, it's dipped in a little bit too far. And I'm actually seriously tempted to just cut across the corner a little bit with the plow right on there, because it does look a bit odd. Bring right back in on the square there. So if I was to do that, that would make it look a little bit better. I mean, we could do it at a straight 45-degree angle. Still doesn't look wonderful, but I didn't really want to... I wanted to avoid curves. Generally, for the series, I wanted to avoid curves. I don't want any curves on this one, so bring you down to there like that. Just go forward a bit more. There we go. And we'll leave it like that. So it's a little bit on that corner. It's a little bit odd compared to what we will do on just about every other field. But I'm okay with a little bit there, because it is quite a big step in. It's just a small amount like that. I think that'll be alright. I don't think it's going to look too much out of place. As for the rest of the fields, I think they're absolutely fine. I mean, yeah, again, probably a curve over there would look a little bit better. But I'm going to try and stick with the square edges. Like, moving trees, landscaping, everything, that was all stuff that I dreamed of being able to do when I was playing FS13, but never once did I think I wanted rounded edges on my fields. Like, I like the idea of having the square edges on the fields. I mean, the only real issue that I ever had was that I had to have things like that. Like, ideally, what I'd want to do is remove that main road. Just dig up the entire road all the way up through, and turn that into a bigger square field, so it's properly square. We know that we can't do that. That's not really an option. I could farm the 17, 18, and 19 as two separate fields, so that the bit over there, if we just pop into landscaping again a minute, and we zoom back over this way. So if I had a line of separation coming down through here, we basically put the line out to there, and we go up through to there, and we have a tractor's width along there. So you've still got a bit of separation here on this field. You've got a bit of a step down, but then this one is a perfect square, and it's farmed as a square. I don't think we really need to do that, though. I think using that bit in the middle is going to be absolutely fine. I don't think there's going to be any issues there. So we won't be doing that. We will do it just as we've got it right now. This will be farmed as a single large field. Now, I appreciate you're probably getting a bit fed up with watching the ploughing. I've been doing the ploughing for a little while, but we won't be doing more ploughing for quite a while now after this, because we've made these fields. I'm ploughing at 18k. I don't know if I'm ploughing at full speed anymore. Like, I know that we are... 18k is definitely faster than normal, but I'm not sure if we've got sort of wear and tear on our machine, which has slowed us down a little bit. That is always a distinct possibility. Not that it really matters, but 18 is still a good speed to be herring across the ground with a big old plough like this, so it's not really holding us back at all, is it? I don't think that we're encountering any serious issues with this, so we'll bring that one up like that. Around, so we've got 3 more passes, I would guess. And then we just got to do this end bit. That won't take very long. Drop that one in there like that, and off we go again. Once I've done this bit, I'm going to get the seed drill out with barley going into it, and we're going to get started on making that one. And then once we've sort of got started on the barley on there, we'll then go and get our other tractors. We'll move the combines and stuff out of the way. We'll get the other tractor, and we will... Right, let's put that one into there. Like that. And... See, I don't know if I'm going to use the... I might use the one with the blue wheels to pick up all of the straw this time round. And once we've done that, so then we'll start picking up all of the straw, and we're going to take that all up to the cows, every bit of it. We'll put what we can into storage. We've got 1 million in storage up there at the moment, so we'll put in 1 million storage, and then we'll start figuring out something else. The one thing that I have actually forgotten to do is get the mod for root crop storage. I said I was going to get one, and I was going to modify it so that we've got extra space on the root crop storage. That's still on my to-do list. I haven't actually gotten that one ready yet, but it doesn't really matter at the moment because we are still quite a few harvests away from root crops, so we just definitely genuinely don't need to worry about that at the moment. We are in no position to be going and buying any root crop storages just at the moment either. We've only got 500 euros or 600 euros. We will get some more. There will be a little bit more money coming in fairly soon, actually, on account of all of the solar panels that we've now got. So I want to go to that one, and I want to rotate that by 90 degrees like that, and then I can go up here, you around. Actually, it's that line there that I need to be on, like that. Drop you into the ground. And off you go with a whoosh. Right. Very quickly get all of these bits done here. This won't take us very long. We've only got a few sort of quick forward and back on some of these short bits. Actually, what I might do, rather than turning the tractor around, we just go backwards like this. And then engage the GPS on there. Start going forward. Nicely done. This won't take very long. It'll take just this will take but a minute. Into that one. I really like the GPS, and I did hear a rumor that there is going to be some kind of GPS system built into FS22. Now, I don't know if that is just rumor mill or if they've actually released something about that. I mean, as I said, I'm pretty sure I said to you when I was doing my last lot of recording that I generally try to avoid learning too much about a game before it's released. So if they have officially announced it, I don't actually know about it. But yeah, I'm thinking I ought really to go and have a look at the stuff that's coming up, because if I'm going to be talking about FS22 in any way, shape or form before it's released, I kind of need to know what's going on with it. So I mean, if you've get in the comment section today and just mention what is your favorite bit about it. I mean, have you been following the announcements, first of all? Have you been following with interest everything that is being talked about and so on? If you have been following it, if you have been keeping up to date with it, what is your favorite announcement so far? What is your favorite thing that you've learned about the game so far that sort of makes you think, yes, this is awesome, this is definitely going to make me want to play FS22? Because I know that for some people there's, you know, the whole idea of the grapes and the vineyards and stuff like that is absolutely amazing. A lot of people are quite pleased about the whole production thing. Yes, there are people that don't like some of these ideas. Generally speaking, though, I haven't seen anywhere near as many negative comments coming in about this game as I have about previous versions. I mean, it could just be that I am... no, I'll turn GPS off completely. It could just be that I'm not watching quite as, like, I'm not seeing quite as many. I just haven't happened to have picked up on quite as many, but it does feel to me like we're not getting as many negative complaints coming through. Like, there's always some people who say, oh yeah, this is just X game with mods. FS22 is just FS19 with mods. FS19, when it was released, oh, this is just FS17 with mods. So you always get that cycle, which, if you actually paid that any attention, you would think that we were just still playing FS13 with mods, which is complete and total rubbish. I'm going to state that now quite categorically. It is absolute and utter tripe. It is not... I have not once felt that I am playing any previous when I get the new game and I start playing it, I've never once felt that I'm playing the previous version with mods. Yes, there are definitely mods that I use as a given right from the start, and I do miss them when I have to go and start a new game with no mods, and I genuinely do miss these mods. But right, so we repair that one. What is the top speed for that plough? What is the top speed for the plough? Can we have a look? Garage, is it going to tell me in here? There, plough right there, 5.3. No, it just says 12. I think I think it's 19 is the top speed for it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to leave that one there like that. And gonna just leave the red one here for a second. We're going to go over to this one as per the request that we had. We are... First of all, I need to change that to barley because we've already done wheat. As per a request that I had, I am putting the yellow and black tractor on the yellow and black seed drill. And I must admit, it does seem to be a good fit. So we're going to put a little bit of fertilizer in there, 40 euros worth. And I'm actually going to fast forward just 10 minutes, well 15 minutes it was altogether, so that I get a little tiny bit more cash because I'd like to top up these seed drills. There we go. Great demand at the vegetable warehouse. We're going to have a look in here. Vegetable warehouse. Oh, that's just manure and silage, but there's no great demand going on there. That's not great. The great demand has the blue thing. It said great demand at vegetable warehouse. So what's selling at the vegetable warehouse is not listed on here? I don't know. But we've got these prices coming up. We've got Ranch and Transport Company and Central Grain Elevator all increasing, although they've all got to go up a fair way before anything can be sold. So we won't worry about that yet. It's going to be another few hours before that's ready. I'll run around over here and load up with seed. And we're going to take this one out to the brand new field. And this is going to be the first one that is planted. Now, ordinarily, we wouldn't plant this one first. It's actually the big fields. We go in here. The order that I would do this is that one, that one, that one. And we go up here and do these two fields. And then we come back down through and then we do these. Because as we get more land, we go there. That one is a grass field. We do that one as a grass field along with number 25 is also a grass field. And 29 is a grass field, and then these up here are grass. So the order of harvest when I expand, because then I'd get 20 and 21, and then 23 and 22 over here, and then we drop down here and we start picking up this little group. So we harvest, we go here, and then these two here, and then these two up here, this one. So we drop back down that road there and we go to this one, and then we go across this road and we do these two. Up through there to these two, and then down here and into this area in here. Now, when I was originally moving from this field into this field, because all of this can be done, you can even get your combine along that road with a header on it to field 13, although that one can be a bit difficult depending on the traffic. Going up through here, keeping your header on the combine is easy, same as going around all of these. This was the difficult bit, and used to come down through there and across the end down here. Now, I don't know if the map is actually made up for that, so I want to go and have a look a minute. So we're just going to have a run down here. So we'd do over here, this field would be one, that would be a separate field, this one up here is a separate field, and this one here is a separate field. So they just expanded out a little tiny bit, maybe a plough's width on the ends. Not very much. You don't get a lot extra on this land down here. But then what I would do, I wouldn't drive through the middle of the campsite. I would actually drive out to the side here, because I didn't go through the BGA. You can't get the combine through there with a header on. It doesn't fit. So I would bring my combine down this way, and I'm pretty sure that I could get in around the trees just there, and then up that way and down the hill, and then we'd sort of come in across this way. The hills here are slightly different to what they were in FS13. I could get through there, and that's the direction that I used to come in. I used to come in through there rather than going through this way. But it looks at the moment like that might actually be a bit more difficult, so I may have to actually take the headers off the combines in order to move them. Because I'm starting to think that we may struggle to get through there. And then you come out into this field right here, and then you move on up through here. So into field 4. But it's not something we need to worry about right now. That's much, much later in the day. So we'll go over this way. I'm going to start just on this corner over here. Bring you in round. Unfold you. Right there. And I'll put you right down there. And there we have our black and yellow tractor with the black and yellow Z-drill. That is a beautiful, beautiful combination. And I'm not going to do the AI extension. I'm just going to use standard hired help for this. So we'll put standard hired help in on there like that. And that one is going to start up across there, looking fabulous, it must be said. Absolutely fabulous. And what we go, so I'm just going to do like once around the edge. There is a couple of bits where I'm going to do an extra pass because I'm pretty, oh right. Right there is a little bit of an issue, so I need to manually do that bit. Doesn't like, it's because of the road, it's because of how close the road is, it doesn't like it there. So we manually do that bit, and then I'll also just manually go and Manuel do a bit round here. And bring you over this way. So that line there, I'm actually thinking was a bit of a mistake. I'm thinking I should have just kept that as a straight line all the way up through, instead of adding that sort of 3/4 of a plough width just there on that little bit to take it up here, because that wall and stuff is in the way. So it probably wasn't the smartest move to go and put that bit in there. We'll bring this one all the way up to here, like this. And then it's here at this end. I want to do 2 passes at this end, so that there's plenty of room for the seed drill to turn round, because otherwise he's not going to have quite enough room to turn round, I don't think. So I'm going to lower that one down there and start it up, and then just press H. We'll allow it to do its little bit of work across this top end. Let's have a little bit of a drink as we go along. It's gonna struggle, but hopefully it'll have at least a width of the machine. It does. But it's trying to get right into the cliff there, and it's saying it's blocked by an object on that, which is a... Well, I guess it's not weird because, well, I don't know. Like, it doesn't have an object that's sort of saying that you can't go any further. If we were to build a wall on there, it would probably be all right. So I'm just going to run that one down there. And I want a second line just along this bit. Just one extra pass along here. It doesn't even have to be very, like, a full width. So I'll drop it down there. Yeah. I'd help, didn't like it the first time. So I'll run that one up through there. That'll be enough. We won't need any more than that. There should be plenty of room then for it to properly turn round on this headland. This is the only thing with ploughing your fields right out to the edges. You do have to nurse them a little bit more in order to get tractors to properly turn around. But this one here, he will turn around now. He'll reverse back out, he'll turn, and he'll do everything that we want him to do. I don't actually need to worry about that, because we've already done one pass on it. I don't need to worry about any more. But normally I would have 2, maybe 3 seed drills running when we've got lots of land. And 2 of them will be working on their fields, while the third one, I'm just using it to mark out the edges on the next field that I'm working on. So I'm going to manually go along here, just on this edge. Take it up to the next bit over there. And then we'll do 2 passes on the other side of the field in a minute. So I'll bring that one up there like that. Probably, we might actually try it, I think. We'll use the AI vehicle extension. Next time we plant this field, we'll try the AI vehicle extension on the field, and we'll see how that works. See whether or not it likes it or not. I got a feeling that we may get on alright with that. That it might decide, actually, yes, this isn't such a bad thing, and you can run with it. So I'm just going to bring that one in around over there like that. And just keep going with Manuel at the moment. And I can see over there the tree right in the middle of the field that we used our thing to permanently delete it. But once we get close enough, it should, at least I'm hoping it should, disappear again. It should just be a distance thing. Well, apparently it's not a distance thing, and that tree is gonna stay there. So we need to go and get rid of that one. I might be able to get away with just one pass on here, but that tree doesn't look like it's disappeared properly, so I'm going to go back and redo that one. The other trees are actually gone now. But this one here is still here. So if I have a look at that one, hide, LOD 0. Right. Just said hide rather than delete. Which is a bit odd. I'm not sure why it's hiding it rather than deleting it. It should be like the trees. I thought it deleted the trees. Not sure. It's a bit of a strange one there. Right, okay, well, I'll bring you in over this way, and we'll just watch the tractor a minute just to make sure that it doesn't get confused by the non-existence of the tree now. No, that's fine. It's gone right through there. There was a little bit of a hang-up, a little bit of a glitch just then, so I don't know if it did cause a problem or not. There were trees down through here, but there doesn't seem to be any problems with those. So I want one more pass on this field, so we're just going to allow the hired help to get down to this end. He will go all the way to the end of the field. Yes, he has. That's good. No, he hasn't quite gone to the end of the field. There's a little tiny bit there that he didn't go all the way through. But that is because the road is treating the road like an object with collision, which I suppose is not a bad thing, because it still allows the traffic to go up through there. We'll start that one there and press H, so that one does the second pass on here. And then I'm going to have the hired help working from that side of the field back down to that side of the field, I think. Though I'm tempted actually to start it down there, because I want to see how it's going to be affected by the road. And up here we don't have a road, so we'll do that. We'll lift out, we'll go back down over there and do it. This double pass up here will give us plenty of room for the tractor to be able to turn around on this. That won't be any kind of an issue. So you get to there, and yes, he's got plenty of room for turning around there. But that's not the bit that we want to be turning around on anyway. It's now going to be working up and down the long lengths of the field. I think that's going to be the better way to do this. That way I don't have to do any more passes. There's only this bit up here on this corner. It's the only bit that I'm thinking may present some issues, but we're about to find out. I will bring you down there like that, and off you trot. Black and yellow. That is such a beautiful set. It's the colouring of it, isn't it? It's such a beautiful combination of. I really love that. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.